Below Deck fans who adore Captain Lee Rosbach might not know that he started a new podcast and it's called Salty with Captain Lee. 5 days ago, a trailer dropped for it, and on September 6, the first episode aired. In it, he talked about Bravo Update.You and Below Deck Down Under. Fans turned on Captain Sandy Yawn after she relieved Lee when he wasn't well in his last season. Recall, he felt that he went back to work too soon after a medical procedure, so he recused himself from the vessel. After his replacement fired a member of the crew, he felt unhappy because she didn't have the courtesy to tell him what was going on. At the time, it became obvious that there was some sort of feud going on. Still, folks were shattered when he left the show. Below Deck fans were really angry and saddened when Lee left. He talked about retirement back in March when rumors flew that he wasn't returning after season 10. At the time, he claimed on social media that he hadn't retired, in spite of what's been reported by sources. However, fans have seen his face on the network again since then. Additionally, he and Kate Chastain started their podcast-styled show, Couch Talk with Captain Lee and Kate, which premiered in August. The first episode of Salty with Captain Lee aired on Podcast One on September 6. Captain Lee talked about Bravo. In it, he mentioned that Bethany is doing a hostile takedown on Bravo. Then he cited her as saying that Bravo despises her because of her union efforts. Getting a bit salty, he said that he wouldn't turn down some residuals. However, he's not a big union person, mainly because he's never been fired for doing a good job. Anyway, he knows Bethany from The Real Housewives. In his opinion, she's always been open and honest with him. Next, he told Sam DiCavalcanti that he hadn't been fired until now. Back in April, the Below Deck captain told his followers that he had been forced out by Bravo. That came back to bite him a bit, as later, people found out about the special where he commented on the show. So, they slammed him telling lies about being fired out of Bravo. Actually, it seemed to be similar in format to TLC's Pillow Talk spinoff. Below Deck fans who tuned into the first podcast heard Captain Lee ask his new followers a favor. He asked remember to subscribe and rate it. He'd like to get the word out far and wide. Certainly, it looks like he might plan for a life totally free of Bravo in the future. Are you excited to catch Captain Lee Rosbach and Sam DiCavalcanti in their new Salty with Captain Lee podcast together? Let us know what you think in the comments.